Welcome to my weekend workshop. I'm going to have a little bit of fun. This must be the second episode. This is the second episode. I've been thinking about this series so much that it feels like we're a little bit further along than that. Okay, last week, to recap, we had a surprise box that turned out to be full of leather, which was rather lucky considering what it could have been. Let's just say that my fans tend not to wear lacy underwear. Oh my goodness! Don't send me underwear. Okay, fans of awesomeness. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, we had a box of leather underwear arrive, and that stuff's hard to wash. I don't know if we should even start recording this again. Okay, leather arrived and it was cool. And the first thing that came to mind was, of course, guitar straps. And this was sent to us by Rob from the English Riding Saddle Company. And it's awesome. It's offcuts. He's a master saddle maker. And he has a variety. I'm crying because I said something so silly there. Various different types of leather, and there is an experimentational video now out live of me playing around with that, and we basically made a bunch of different strops using different sides of leather, different sizes of leather, different consistencies, etc. And did some experimentation and realized that was shit. Stop. I don't want to. Okay, this has gone far too not safe for work. I said shit. This is just bad. But anyway, watch that video if you want, because that was great fun. And I now actually have 3 strops that I want to replicate slightly larger for general use, because strops are amazing. Anyway, moving forward, there is more to do. Okay, I'm going to just clear this, put those away. We have another package, and seriously, this isn't going to become the leather channel. However, that's the camera person's 12 o'clock wake up alarm. It is 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and instead of, hey, stop for lunch, it is, wake up! I wish I had that kind of social life. No, yeah. So anyway, that interruption of naughtiness. We have a bag here, and there's a sticker on the front that says, touch the leather. And, well, that says it all, doesn't it? If any of you know Heistercamp, you know what's coming. Okay, this has been talked about actually for several years, and this is finally the day. Okay. Now, Heistercamp make some of the finest production leather guitar straps I have ever seen. Welcome to the family. Quality, crafted, soul. Handcrafted in Great Britain. Okay. Technically, this is a prototype, but okay, crikey. Okay, a compliment slip, which is nice. A compliment slip with the 10% off all our guitar straps and accessories, valid until the end of May code. Just type in Crimson. So, okay, well, there we go. Present for all of you wonderful, wonderful people. 10% off anything from Heistercamp's website. And that is, as I thought, heistercamp.co.uk. I never know whether it's .co.uk or .com. And always have to double check. Now, we have here a leather beer mat, which is cool. a non-leather Heistercamp plectrum, some rubber strap locks, which is cool, and that's all cool. But I'm sorry, nothing else compares to this keyring. Isn't that awesome? That's so cool. It's even got the little Heistercamp logo. We have to get some Crimson branded tattooed little things with my head tattoos on. Okay, look, that is sort of the preamble. That is the preamble to this thing. Oh, there we go. Life is not complete without some stickers. I knew there had to be some stickers in there. I'm properly excited about this. So, basically, I asked them to create my dream strap in black and red. So supple. There we go, that's spot on. That's really nice, look at that. And then, on top of that, Crimson and Heistercamp. This is a product that is going to be available in our store. That is so cool. Okay, this is a product that's going to be available at Crimson Guitar store very soon. It is also, oh, I've got a microphone there. It is also going to be a present that is going to go out with every single custom shop or master build guitar made by Crimson Guitars. Anything ordered from now. So unfortunately not the 20 or 30 guitars that we have on order already, but anything ordered from now will be getting a Crimson Heistercamp strap. Oh, I need to tune this guitar. Okay, look, that is stunning. I couldn't be happier. Just look at that. Yeah, come on, lust. Anyway, look, okay, part of this series is about having a look at new stuff and opening things and looking at cool new sexy bright red things. And that's cool. So don't forget the code, 10% off, just the word Crimson, all lower caps. Last week we spoke about, well, the leather arrived, and I said, well, actually, there we go, the first project is going to be messing around with that. And there will be more leather projects. I kind of still want to make my own strap at some point, just for the experience of doing it. If you've ever seen anybody stitch leather, it's intoxicatingly awesome to watch. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Check some videos out. I want to do that. Now, I have many other projects on the go. Next week, one of the first ones is going to be, I'm doing a short tutorial video on how to sharpen a saw using, obviously, the Crimson saw vise. This is the first prototype, ever so slightly off center. But yeah, people have asked us, the fret slotting saw does get blunt over time, and it needs to be sharpened. So I've done a basic video on that. I'm also in the process of prototyping a lot of tools. This is the very first. It's teensy, look. This is the normal size fretting hammer. This is a little plain hammer, because it's just cute. It's going to be bigger. bit sexier. So that's coming up next week, video-wise, tutorial-wise. Something else that is going to happen is I'm going to start living the dream. I have got a piece of metal. I have got another piece of metal, an old plane blade. I'm going to make my first ever plane. And it's not going to be made out of wood. Well, it's kind of going to be made out of wood. I'm making a little infill block plane, and I am properly excited about that. It is probable that the first episodes of that are going to start going live. It's probably going to be a multi-part series. On top of that, we have a new luthier's bench hook. And bench hooks are very basic, but I've got a few more things. And I'm going to basically go through the whole process of, we've been working on the design for a number of months now, actually, but I'm going to put it together and make the very first one. We're going to prototype that on video. You guys will be able to download a PDF of the plans to make it yourself if you want, or get it in our store. But anyway, look. This series is not going to be just another What's on the Bench where you listen to me talk and watch me, unbox the odd bit of awesomeness. This is also about doing things where possible. This studio is an absolute tip. I've got so much I need to do. That is a case in point. We're going to be putting a bunch of machinery here, and there's another new toy in here that's been sent over from Record Power. That's going to be coming out. We've got to figure out where to put it all, but I need to know exactly what we've got before we can figure out where it's going, because workshops are a mutable, changeable thing. You will never get it absolutely right. You will always say, actually this plug should be here, or well, this wall is a case in point. When this was built for us, I said, no, we're never going to need plugs there. And I kind of need plugs there now. Anyway, the project for now, this poor beastie had all of her legs fall off. I have children, and she's become bionic. Anyway. Okay, you all know that I sell, as I've got a sort of side gig where, in order to fund my own obsession with hand tools, I sell vintage and collectible planes and tools and things on the side. Three times in the last month, I've sold my personal number 3 plane and then replaced it. No, twice I sold it. I haven't replaced it yet. And I love number 3s, as does everybody else. It's just a gorgeous little plane. I want to replace it with something that I'm not allowed to sell. And I found this. Which, yeah, a little bit of a sorry state. This is an old, I think, Sergeant number 3. It's actually not even, crikey, I can't even bend the lever cap up. That might not be achievable. Let's see. But what I'm going to do in this video now, as we speak, is, well, try and restore this plane in the next half an hour, because after half an hour or so it's lunchtime and you just got to go. So basically what we have here is a really, really sorry tool. It was left out, literally left out in the rain for months, and that is offensive to me. No. Okay. Oh my goodness, they've stolen. You see, I've lost my my WD-40, and my penetrating oil has been taken away from me. which is typical. Okay, while we're up here, I'm going to take as much as I can apart. And then we're going to go downstairs with an external... oh, that's interesting. That's at an angle. That is normally flat, but yeah, look at that. So Stanleys don't have the number. Well, some very, 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 very early Stanleys might, but I'm pretty sure this is not a Stanley. Anyway, so we're going to take this decrepit and old destroyed tool and clean some of the rust off for starters, and then see if we can get it to a point where it's ready to sharpen and maybe even use. And if I do this on camera, I can't sell it, which is a bonus. Let's see. Okay, so we need a new front knob, which is fine. That's good. Yeah, let's go down. I'm going to show you a trick for cleaning rust off. I need a dust mask. I love my life. I really do. Okay, we are in a half-built engineering workshop. We're far too busy. At the end of a week, it's really messy in here, and it needs to be tidied, and I'm embarrassed. This is why I want all of these machines upstairs in my studio, so that the weekend workshop is just in one nice room that when it's messy, it's my fault. Anyway, I'm going to put this down, put my mask on and some extraction on, because this is going to get a little bit dusty. What I'm using here is a wheel made from Brillo pads, basically. It's called a lap mop, and this is going to get rid of a load of rust. Actually, before I do that, a little bit of penetrating oil on these bits, and hopefully I'll be able to take that apart in a minute. But anyway, audio down here so it's not getting too much vibration, and yeah, dust mask extraction, protection, and all that jazz. I really enjoy that. It's crazy. I've done a lot of inlay this week and my back is sore from all of this. But taking something from the brink of, most people would have just chucked that in the bin. And this isn't, possibly using electricity or something like that is probably a better way of doing it because it's less harmful. pickling it in vinegar kind of works as well, although it's slow and, well, I was going to say messy. This is a little bit messy. Anyway, we've got the bulk of this done. Let's go back upstairs where we have better audio. And, yeah, back to the studio. All right. Not all right. Help. Okay. That was significantly... Is it not amazing how that has been rescued, basically? So, yeah, there we go. We are not anywhere near finished, though. So, my half-hour time challenge thing is not going to happen, period, unfortunately. So, I'm just going to clear some of the crud out. I'm not restoring this to sell, I'm restoring this to keep and use. Now, despite the fact that I did clean the blade, there is no way that, well, it could be brought back from the dead. However, I don't want to, for several reasons. The most salient is that I have a drawer, and in this drawer are a few plain blades, and one of them is this fantastically sharp IBC A2, A4, A1, A something. It's a high carbon steel and it's triple tempered and cryogenically treated and stuff. Canadian company, pretty awesome. It's O2 and A1. O1 and A2. It's backwards, that's what it is. My mind says A and 1 should go together, but it doesn't. So I'm going to use this instead. It's a much better blade, obviously. And since I'm creating this tool as a user, well, there we have it. It's going to become a user. Now, several things there. I just want to get in here with a little bit of Gary Flex, where I couldn't reach with the lap mop wheel, which was woefully tiny. So just clean up. We're going to need to replace that knob as well, aren't we? James has been saying that about me for years. There's actually quite a lot of the original Japanning left on this tool. Okay, so this... Oh, she's not too bad, actually. We have a single wormhole. There's not... I actually thought that would completely shatter, but it hasn't. It's just a little unloved. I think maybe at some point I'll make... Maybe at some point I'll make a new tote. This is a tote. Maybe at some point I'll make a new tote for this tool. But not today. Ooh. Lovely old number 5. Bit broken here. I'm going to steal this knob, which came off really easily. I wasn't expecting that. There we go. Okay, look, what I'm going to do now is, in the interests of brevity, I'm just going to crack on, stop talking to you, and I'm just going to put this together. And that means we can speed through the process, because we need to speed through the process. Well, there we go. So, turns out that the steel had de-threaded itself in the body of the plane, and the 1/4 inch pieces wouldn't fit. So I've replaced them with some nice M6 stainless steel that, well, hopefully, this might be a fraction too long still. Better too long than too short. But basically, as you saw, I re-threaded the body of the plane in several places, and the brass nuts, I suppose. There we go. That's there. I think for the purposes of today's video, that's okay. Those two are stable. I think the wood itself on this handle isn't quite stable enough for what I would like. So yeah, essentially, I am going to find a replacement handle. A number 4 handle would work fine, actually, on a number 3 plane. So, just put the IBC blade in. Okay, look, this has actually taken 2 hours, hour and a half. I'd say this has probably taken about an hour and a half, and we're not quite finished yet. We're not quite finished yet. In the interests of completion, since we've got a nice sharp blade, let's go downstairs and just quickly, roughly lap the bottom. And yeah, why not? Follow me. All right, this is where we lap leveling beams and notch straight edges and things like that. So the bottom of this is not ideal. It might be close enough. Now, what I want to do is you have to make sure your blade is as far out as it can go, for one, because you really don't want to lap a new angle on your blade. That's for damn sure. But also you should have the blade in and the lever cap on, etc., to keep the tool under tension. Otherwise, it might not work. In other words, when you put it under tension, it might move the body a little bit. In practice, I don't think so. But, you know. It's actually a really flat plane. Really nice. There we go. So really where you want it is at the toe, the heel, and around the mouth. Japanese planes have a dip in the middle of each of those sections, but quite a whether that is the real. No. Okay. Alright, so this has actually got quite a considerable bow in it. It's touching around the mouth, which is what we want. If I was to use this to try and plane something perfectly flat, that would be problematic. However, that isn't really what a number 3 is for anyway. or at least not how I use it. Okay, we're done for now. I'm tired. Let's go upstairs. Hey, it's a weekend workshop, what can I say? Look, that has a gap at the end there of, I'd say, a mil. And at the toe as well, on that top left corner, it's also got, you know, half a mil or so. What I'm going to do is probably end up taking this onto, I have a surface grinder. I don't have any jigs for number 3. I might jury something up, or I might just take the bulk of it off on a big belt sander, a big nice flat new belt sander, and then hand lap it to perfection afterwards. However, in actuality, well, we have a giant, we really do have a giant mouth anyway. There's a huge gap there, so this is never going to be a precision plane, which is a little bit sad. However, it will work very well as a general purpose roughing out and quick little thing. So let's have a It's strange how I can feel that this isn't it isn't flat. Yeah. So we're not quite there. This is a usable plane, but it's more of a scrub plane than anything else. And this handle just isn't stable enough. So this handle needs to be replaced. However, that there, 2 hours ago, you would have chucked in the bin. And it's actually a circa 100-year-old plane that can be used and will, from now on, after a little bit more work, live up there. And I'm not going to be selling it to anyone. Coca-Cola handles, anyone? I don't have that much Coca-Cola. Awesome. Look, this is how the weekend workshop is going to be going on from now on. It is going to be, we're going to try and find little projects. Little project. That was quite a large project. I'm going to be making stuff. I'm going to be doing things. I'm going to be experimenting, doing off-the-cuff, random stuff in this series. So. There we go. That was Weekend Workshop episode 2. Please click like and subscribe and all that goodness. And I'm trying to remember what happened at the beginning of the episode. Heistercamp. I mean, I'm not going to go anywhere near that strap for the rest of today because I'm never going to get this out. But that was lovely. So check out heistercamp.co.uk. Heister camp.co.uk. And use the coupon code CRIMSON, all lowercase, to get 10% off anything in their store. And that is up until the end of May, they say, which is good going. I'm going to remind you of that at the end of, or during, over the next couple of weeks, just for fun. And we will be selling these soon in our store because they are awesome. I need one of those stamps. I need the Crimson logo so I can make leather stuff with the Crimson logo on it for me. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Stamp making. Maybe we should go into stamp making. Now, what's happening next week? I'm pretty sure I've already told you. I'm going to be playing with saw sharpening the fresh slotting saw. I am going to be making my first, or at least starting the making of my first ever hand plane. Do you know what? There's something else as well. There's a new jig, new tools and stuff. It's all happening. And it's awesome. Or at least I think it's awesome. I hope you think it's awesome too. I'm going to stop prattling. Be good. Have a great weekend. I will be here next week. Goodbye.